fall into big savings, all in the Kroger app. Get 3-pound packs of select varieties of juicy Kroger seedless grapes for $3.99 each. Then get flavorful USDA Choice boneless chuck roast for $5.99 a pound, all with your card and a digital coupon. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hello everyone and welcome back to Gardening with Ben for a brand new episode on a brand new week. Well, it's now Monday. The weekend has finished, Gardeners World Live has finished, and my legs have finally just recovered. They are back to normal, back to full strength, and we hopefully will be back in the garden as well soon, as we're currently on night shifts at the moment, so we're not getting a chance to go down. We might pop down just to do a bit of watering, but we're not getting a chance to do any actual work down there, as usually I'm pretty drained when I'm on the night shifts. So what have we been up to? Well, it's a brand new week and hopefully we've got a few plans for this week down at the allotment. This episode is our weekly catch-up one where we talk about what we've been up to and what's been happening down at the allotment. Well, as you know, I went to BBC Gardeners World Live and the videos are up on my YouTube channel now of my experience there and also what I actually purchased there as well. So have a look at that. You'll be able to see what items I purchased. I did talk about it in these episodes, but I show the actual items that I purchased in the videos so you can actually see them and see what I'm planting. And I managed to get all them planted. I planted them in one of my flower beds. I've not shown whereabouts the planted are at the moment, but that'll be in my tour video, which will be coming up next week from the allotment. So we have been pretty busy down at the allotment. We've picked his first lettuce this week. That was absolutely delicious and crunchy. An iceberg lettuce. I always like to grow the iceberg lettuces. They always seem to grow well on my allotment. I've never had any issues with growing them. They get a decent size and they don't get eaten much, to be honest. And when I was looking inside, I didn't find any slugs or anything like that hiding away. Only a few little tiny ones, but nothing too major. So we had some decent iceberg lettuces. And hopefully we'll be able to pick some more soon because we've had that much rain at the moment. So hopefully it'll make them swell and build that big heart inside, what provides the delicious lettuce, the crunchy lettuce. You can obviously eat all the leaves on the outside and everything like that, but it's the crunchy lettuce inside which is absolutely delicious. We'll hopefully be planting out some more plants as well, what I've been growing in my greenhouse. That's the plan for this week. We've obviously got a load more peas growing. We've got a load more climbing beans growing, what we can plant out soon. We've even got some more lettuce growing, to be honest, but that's not quite ready to plant out yet. And we've also got a load more beetroot to plant out. So hopefully we'll be able to fill some gaps in. And we've got a load more sweet corn to plant out. So I'm hoping to dig up my garlic this week, as my garlic has probably stopped growing now. It's about ready to pick, so hopefully we'll get some decent garlic off. We'll hang them up in my polytunnel to dry out for the next few weeks. And we'll be cooking with some garlic. So if anyone's got any garlic recipes, let me know, because I'm not a very good chef. So it's good to find out what people cook with garlic. So let me know. So hopefully we're going to be digging them up, and hopefully we're going to be picking some more strawberries this week, as they're just starting to ripen. We picked off his first one the other day, absolutely delicious. So hopefully we're going to be picking some more of those. I've netted all my blueberries up as they are starting to turn blue, and I don't want the birds to eat them all. They've already eaten all my gooseberries, the blackbirds. They've eaten all my gooseberries. My gooseberries have all gone. So I've got no gooseberries this year. So I need to remember to net them next year from the pesky blackbirds. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get some nice blueberries as well this year. So we've got that to do. We've got a sweet corn to plant out, which I just said, as I absolutely love sweet corn. Sweet corn is absolutely delicious. And then I've got 50 cucumber plants growing. All my seeds germinated what I planted for them recently. I've got a few growing in my polytunnel at the moment. I've probably got about 5 plants, but I planted some more because I thought 5's not enough. Usually I grow about 10 to 15 plants so that I get a decent amount of cucumbers through the summer on a regular basis rather than just like one every so often. I like to have a few plants, so I'm tempted to try and plant all 50 plants just to have a laugh to see how many I actually grow. It'll be quite interesting. Whether I try growing some outside, I might do that as well this year. Try growing some cucumbers outside in the UK to see how well they grow. But after all the rubbish weather what we've had at the moment, I don't think it's worth it, do you? I don't think we'll be getting much growing outside this year at all. I was talking to somebody at the BBC Gardeners World Life from the National Allotment Society, and they were saying, what sort of year have you had with your crops so far this year? And I said, very slow, extremely slow. Yes, the rain is fantastic for making things grow, but we need the sunshine and the warmth as well to make things grow. And it's been pretty cold at the moment, I'll tell you that for sure. It's not been ideal gardening weather this year. If there's a shortage of things growing in the UK this year, I wouldn't not believe it, as it has been absolutely terrible. So we've got them to do, and we'll be getting to that time of picking us potatoes soon. They must be nearly ready. That's the thing when you grow them, potatoes, you never know when they're ready because they're obviously under the ground and you don't want to disturb them just in case they're not ready. So usually I don't usually start picking them until my plants start dying off, and they're still green and healthy at the moment. So I'm going to leave them until they start dying off, and then I'll know that they're definitely ready. So I'm going to keep giving them some water and keep getting them growing. Obviously, I've been sharing in my videos as well recently that I like to look after my pumpkins and my courgettes by feeding them once a week with some organic feed. I just put it into my watering can and I give them a drink of that every week because that'll help things grow and help things swell, because we want a nice large pumpkin this year. Hopefully we'll get one, but we can give it a try. But yeah, we've got a few pumpkins growing already, so I'm pleased with how well they're coming along. So hopefully we can get another decent sized one to grow. And then things are just growing really, really well down at my allotment. To say it is bad weather, my plum tree's not very good at all. It's dying off. It's not looking healthy. But I'm going to prune that back in the next couple of days, I think. You prune your plum trees in the summertime, which I know you might think, what? You're meant to prune them in the winter? No. Plum trees, you prune them in the summer because it can affect them and you can get silver leaf from it if you prune them in the winter. And this is probably what it's got. It's probably got silver leaf because I did give it a little trim in the winter as it was getting too big. So we'll have to have a look at maybe pruning it and having a look at that and getting it sorted. So what else? My pears are doing fantastic. We've got so many pears on my pear tree. We've also got a lot of eating apples as well on my apple trees. We've got a few cooking apple trees, not too many, as I did prune that back a lot this year. I'm not going to prune it back, I don't think, this winter. I'm just going to leave it and hopefully get some cooking apples growing on it. But we'll see how well it's doing. It's grown a lot this year. It certainly has. It's done really well. So we're getting some good fruit on, as we're getting loads of raspberries coming. My blackberry canes are growing absolutely out of this world, and they're thornless as well, so you don't spike yourself every time you try and pick a blackberry. As flowers are doing absolutely beautiful, they're looking gorgeous. As sunflowers are getting nice and tall, again, I feed them every week to give them that spruce to get them nice and big. So hopefully we'll get some decent sized ones. And like I've said in my podcast episodes, they're ideal to save as canes once the sunflower heads die off. So you can use them for supports for growing your pumpkins up, your runner beans up, peas up them, anything. They're ideal, they're really, really strong. So yeah, my allotment is coming on absolutely fantastic, and hopefully we'll be sharing lots of more videos and advice on what we're getting up to down there coming up. So if you've enjoyed this podcast, please do give us a follow, please give it a like, please give it a share to a friend or two who you might think might enjoy it, or stick it on your Instagram story as well. You can click the share button and share it to your Instagram story. The more exposure we get, the better. And it's going from jump to jump at the moment. There's so many people listening to them, and I'm so excited with how big it's getting, this podcast. It really does make me smile to see how many people are listening and where they are listening from as well. It always amazes me, and like I said in the podcast the other day, it got to number 1 in India, which was absolutely phenomenal. So I'm getting out there everywhere. So thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.